My name is Nick Vicoli. I am a student at Deakin University. I have studied in the past a Diploma of Interactive Digital Media and Web Design at RMIT, and I have also done a Bachelor of Arts with a minor in Web Design. I chose to study Web Design after school because Studio Arts was my favourite subject. I wasn't really interested in the overly academic subjects that I was doing in VCE. So I thought that web design would be a good way to kind of implement design elements and kind of the good stuff that I enjoyed in Studio Arts at school with a profession that would enable me to make money in the long term. After I graduated, I felt like the industry itself was kind of hyper competitive, and the people that I was studying with both at Deakin and at RMIT were very talented in their design and web development, and I felt like it was going to be very hard for me to make myself kind of individualized and to stand out from the crowd in a sense, and I really worried that I was not going to be able to make a viable living doing web design. So I decided instead to continue studying and just do web design as a hobby and interest as opposed to doing it professionally. I've worked on 3 big projects that used design elements. The main one was I worked on my own website, so it was like a folio at the time for me to market myself. So I had to do a logo, I did a website, and I did like business cards and like promotional material and that kind of thing. The other big one that I did was I did the website with a friend of mine for the Ballarat Airport, which was done using WordPress, but they had a lot of the photography and promotional material kind of already good to go, so it was just the actual functionality and building of the website. And the other main one I did was I designed a logo, which was a bit off topic for me, but for a man who does war photography named Gordon Trail. So I designed the logo with like a camera and an army theme for him. I learnt a lot from web design actually. I was able to use Dreamweaver a lot, which is a program that helps you when you're learning web development. I wouldn't say that it's good for building a website from scratch, but it's really good to be able to see your coding, which is also HTML5 with the visual element. I also was able to use Photoshop to create GIFs for scrolling backgrounds and that kind of thing. Just an easy way to do that. When I'm designing a website for somebody else, it's largely what they want from a website. I sit down with them and I ask them what they're looking for, what their target market is, what they want their ideal website to look like, and then I get them to provide me with some like pictures of websites that they like, so I can best cater their website to them. With my own website, the main thing that I looked for was functionality and accessibility. So I made sure that all of my images were super low file sizes so that everything loaded really quickly. Tips I have for people who are designing their own websites. For someone who is designing a website for a client, I would definitely recommend sitting down and taking the time to really hear out what their ideas are, because at the end of the day, it's not about what you want, it's about what they want, and so you've really got to cater to their needs specifically. The other major piece of advice I would have is make sure that you check out how your website looks on phones, tablets, different size laptops and computers, because scaling and that kind of thing can be a really big issue, and you might find that it looks great on a computer and then you go to load it on a mobile device and it looks like crap. So definitely double check that it's scalable to all forms of media, I guess.